Yes.
I know we've been talking about Flicted. We've talked about, we can go on and talk about a lot of things.
For sure.
But before we do that, I really like to know foundation, foundational stones, milestones, because a lot of times we see somebody where they are, and some people just start knowing you there.
Yes.
But it took something. You don't know the cost of the oil in my alabaster box. It took something.
Okay.
For me to get there.
Yes.
And so let's talk about Kush. Let's talk about the foundation.
Okay.
Kush.
Absolutely. Just goes back. Hey, I'm a native son of Savannah, Georgia. So the things I learned about family and love and all of those kinds of things come back to that foundation. My mom would definitely be, like a starting point for me, because my mom just basically, hey, I saw in her that strong work ethic. I never saw my mom really just kicking it. She was always going to work, coming home. And that just made me a sense of just not, like, whatever I want in life, I have to go after it. And she gave me a lot of self-esteem. Like my mom, between telling me, hey, my handsome little son, or you so smart, and all of those types of things. Like, I didn't have to wait on somebody else to kind of do that. She had already done that. So that was a key foundation. When I was younger, man, I got skipped up in school. Like, so because of all of those things, I just developed this idea, like, hey, I know something. I'm trying to figure out, I'm doing something good. So I felt good about, a lot of those things. My parents weren't together at that point, but my dad was still in my life. Yeah. So I always had the opportunity to go stay with him in the summers. And he was also a very strong work ethic, kicking it to me about how important school was. So all of those things, man, just drove home that whatever you wanted in life, you were going to have to work for, right? I was around, I'm the youngest of 6. So older brothers learn so much.
So y'all can scrap.
Learn so much from them, from them putting me in the hallway and throwing a sock made a football sock to me ever since I was young. Like, hey, look, run it from this hallway to this hallway, and bam, knocking me into a wall. That kind of like trying to make me, like tough growing up and stuff. But a lot of those things, man, just made me, feel that, hey, I had people who love me and, in this world and want to see me be as great as I can be. So that's a blessing. A lot of people don't have, even when it, it wasn't as tight as it would have or could have been. Just that alone was enough to get me. And then as I moved forward, man, I had great mentors. My teacher in 8th grade, Mark Jones, shout out. Man, he was an awesome he was one of the first adults who not only was a great teacher, but he knew how to get the respect and discipline, that adults, if they're working with youth, want to have. But he knew how to be motivating and useful even as an adult.
Like a good balance.
A good balance. So we wanted to reach out to him and talk to him about stuff. And that was new for me, because everything else was like, hey, this is the adult world, this is the kids world. It was no mixture of that. And because of that, it helped me at a young age. When I was probably like about 13, I knew 2 things I wanted to do. And that was teach, right? And work with young people. And I also wanted to be a hip hop artist, right? Before getting into adulthood, my closest brother in age to me, Rob, is about 7 years older. So just think, I'm 13, 14, and I'm hanging out with people who are 20 and 21.
So the maturity level, the intellectual ability, the verb noun agreement.
Yes.
Right?
All of that stuff is totally different. So I'm on the block with dudes, and good and bad, all of those things. If they talking about women, if they talking about sexual things, if they I'm getting exposed, and I'm like trying to figure out. But they were also, again, they were those hood philosophers who were taking that same music and being like, young dude, bro, you don't know about this, you don't know. And I'm like, what? So all of those things shaped me, tremendously. By the time I got the chance to go off to college, I'm like, man, I feel like I can go out and really, conquer the world. So I appreciate, man, all of those influences from the people to the music, because they definitely help shape some foundation until my other influences when I got into as an adult.